Alright, so it is an overcast day here, and I'm in St. Louis, and I'm going to try to get to the St. Louis Arch. Actually, is that the actual name of it? I guess if you live in St. Louis, I don't think they call it that. Is it called the Gateway Arch? Or is it called the St. Louis Arch? And has it always been called the St. Louis Arch? Or the Gateway Arch? I've heard both. I'm not sure. I should have probably Googled that, but I just thought of it while I'm driving, so I can't Google it now. I was thinking while I was out here in St. Louis, we used to, I had a trucking company for like 8 years, and we did a lot of business out here in St. Louis and Chicago. And I remember that a few years after I had started business, our trucks were assigned to, I think it was Keystone at the time. I think Keystone was out of Pennsylvania, I can't remember. I don't really think the internet, I think we just had like email. I don't think the internet was up then. And I guess we did all this stuff on the phone. But anyways, it was a good company. The bank that the Keystone used at the time was the same bank that I used. So we used to get paid like every Tuesday. And it was great because my drivers also used the same bank as our accountant. So like all the money stayed in the same place, right? It was never any question. Got paid every Tuesday and got paid good and had plenty of work. And I remember that my drivers came to me and said, hey, there is another company that a lot of the people who drive for Keystone are leaving. They're paying, I think it was like, maybe it was a lot of money. It was like $1 more a mile or something like that. And so they wanted to know if I wanted to switch, because if I switch from Keystone to this other company, I could pay the drivers a lot more money. And I had to say, well, listen, guys, I said, one, we're making good money where we're at. One, I said, our bank accounts are connected. We've never had an issue with, they put satellites on the trucks. I generally would not ever switch from one company to another to chase more money.